So I'm now joined by our senior political affairs reporter, Chris Thairu, from Parliament. He is following up on the House issues as well as the cessation debate. Chris, what is happening in Parliament this morning? And very interestingly, that press briefing that we're expecting to do with cessation.
Well, a very good morning to you, Betty. We are still waiting for that press briefing by the NASA leadership, led by the minority leader in the National Assembly, that is John Mbadi, who also doubles up as the chairman of ODM. And we understand that he'll be accompanied by a couple of members from the opposition side. And it is in regards to the boycott of different products and from different companies that they've already cited that they work closely with Jubilee regime, which they have already indicated that they do not recognize as the true or the legally elected regime in the country. And of course, they will also, we expect them to talk in regards to the secession debate that has been going on. Remember that over the weekend, we saw leaders from the coast region led by the governors for Kilifi County, that is Amason Kingi, and Mombasa, and his Mombasa counterpart Ali Hassan Joho, and other leaders but affiliated to NASA, stating that they need to talk in regards to the secession debate. But we also saw, on the other hand, leaders led by the CS for Tourism, Najib Balala, coming out stating that such talk is really talk that it's not benefiting to the people of Mombasa County. And apart from that, Betty, we have both chambers, that is the National Assembly and the Senate. Currently, they are on the session. The session is on. In the National Assembly, they are debating the inclusion of 3 members to that board of the retirement board for members of the National Assembly. And in the Senate, we understand that there is a motion in regards to an amendment to the distribution of the disbursement of allocation of county funds. Remember that since the August 8th election, counties are yet to receive any penny from the National Treasury, and we expect that after that amendment, then the Treasury, working closely with the county governments, they will receive their first batch for the 2017-2018 budget. And in the afternoon, we expect that members of the National Assembly will be debating a motion in regards to approve the constitution, or to approve the membership of those who will serve in different committees, that is the CDF committees at every constituency. That is the 290 constituency. That is, for now, we have 289, but over last night we saw that at least the Kitutu Church now has a member of parliament elect, that is Richard Onyonka, being elected for his 3rd term. And we also understand after that debate, they will take a recess. I remember they came yesterday, but there are some underlying issues that has made them to go on recess. And one of them is that they are yet to constitute the departmental committees. And yesterday we saw the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, coming out and stating that there are issues and petitions that are supposed to be handled by the departmental committees. But since they are yet to be constituted, since the opposition NASA is yet to hand over the names or forward the names of those who will serve in those committees, they had already indicated they need at least 3 weeks from now. That is the end of this month. And they are all in agreement that they need to take time so that they resolve all those issues and come back on the 29th of this month to continue with business of the House, Betty.
All right, Chris, just on that last bit that you've mentioned, remember that this is not the first time that the opposition is asking for more time. Actually, the time that Parliament was opened, they actually asked for time that, they be given to constitute and to, of course, name the members who would be part of the different committees, and that did not happen. Right now, they're asking for more time. Is there any indication whether this will happen, considering the political situation in the country?
Well, Betty, I talked to John Badi, who is the chairman of ODM and who was confirmed by NASA as the person who will take over from Francis Nyenze as the leader of minority in the National Assembly. And according to him is that there were some issues, underlying issues. Remember, even during the swearing in, they had not recognized the election of the Speaker of both houses, that's the Senate and the National Assembly. They had already told their members before they went on the long month recess that they should boycott the sessions. And according to him is that there were issues that they wanted to handle first before they come back to handle the business or the legislative agenda. And for them right now, they indicate that they are ready. What we know is that soon the principals will be meeting so that they can decide on who will be the deputy minority leader in both houses, that's the Senate and the National Assembly, and who will be the chief whip and their deputies. And from there, they will also sit down and agree on the composition of members who will serve in different departmental committees. Remember that what they do is that they go through individual, they check the profile and the curriculum vitae of individual members. And if you're a doctor by profession, then you'll of course be taken to the health committee. Going by the profession that you work, then they allocate or they forward your name to the various departmental committees. And that's why they requested at least for 3 weeks from now, so that when they come back, that is on the 29th, they will have already sorted out their issues. But according to him is that that will not stop them from pushing their agenda, that is the resist agenda and the People's Assembly. Remember that they have already finalized the motion to forward to different county assemblies beginning today, so that that motion can be debated in different county assemblies. And that motion really has far-reaching recommendations or proposals in regards to constitutional amendments. And one of them is that they want a variety to come up with the different legislative amendments to different constitutional bodies, starting with the IEBC, the EACC, the National Police Service, so that they can ensure that these independent committees or independent commissions are really independent. And another one is that they want the People's Assembly to push the Jubilee government to agree that elections should be held not on or not later than next year, the 9th of February, that is 2018. That is, they had already given a grace period of 90 days that they want a fresh presidential election to be conducted, Betty.
That matter of the two-thirds gender rule, it has really haunted the last parliament and even this one, and especially now, it's even looking, the water's looking even murkier with regard to the implementation.
Yes, Betty, that is one of the agendas that the parliament as a whole is yet to actually sit down and tackle this issue in terms of the two-thirds agenda. Remember that the court had already ruled that it should be progressive after an election. But what we saw is that the IEBC really came and chipped in after the election. What we saw is that the IEBC, in terms of the nominations or those who are proposed to be nominated in different county assemblies, they really picked women so that they can cover up for the gap that has been there. And we are yet to see that legislative agenda coming to the floor of the House. And that will be one of the issues, or one of the agendas that they will be pushing when they resume on the 29th of this month, Betty.